What is up, everybody? Welcome back to today's video. So today's video, we're going to talk about keloids and how to cure keloids and how to clean your piercings. So if you don't know, about, I don't know, 2 months ago almost, I got a nose piercing and it was doing fine and all that good stuff. It was healing until I went to go wash my face and the rag ripped out the stud, and then it all went downhill from there. So what is a keloid? So a keloid is basically hypertrophic scarring, which is also scar tissue. So what causes it? Well, if you don't clean your ear, if you don't clean the piercings properly, it could happen if you get any type of injury or trauma to the piercing. It could happen. So there's many things that can make it happen or grow or whatever you want to call it. But anyway, so keloids are scar tissue, and when you have trauma or anything to a piercing, or you don't clean it properly, you can get keloids. So basically what a keloid is scar tissue, like I've already said, but when it gets trauma, scar tissue has nowhere else to go besides out of the piercing. So you have like this big huge bump, wart type thing that grows on the outside of the piercing or on the inside. And it happens to any type of cartilage. It could happen to any type of cartilage piercing. So like nose piercings, cartilage up here. Yeah, so it could happen to cartilage piercings, but it's not cute, it's not pretty, and it looks like a big wart. And it just looks disgusting, and it's also called a dreaded bump. So you can also get them by turning or twisting your jewelry. You're not supposed to do that. So don't do that. Don't play with it. Just let it heal, clean it properly, and all that good stuff, and you should be fine. But if you do get one, don't panic. Do not take your jewelry out. Do not take the piercing out. It can make things worse. Or your piercing can just close, and what was the first place of getting a piercing anyway if you're just going to let it close? So anyway, so yeah, so my stud got ripped out, and about a week later, I had a huge bump, keloid looking, ugly looking thing on the side of my nose, but it was on the outside and it was on the inside, which was not cute. Anyway, so I had it for about a whole month, and I could not get it to go away for nothing. Nothing worked. Like, I was cleaning it properly, nothing worked. So I started doing some research, and I found several different methods that work, but let me talk about them. So let's talk about the methods I used that did not work. So I was using some Epsom salt, and I was just heating up like a little container of water and put Epsom salt in there and stick it on there and all this stuff, and it started going down, but then it came back, and I was like, this ain't working. So this is the things that do work and that has worked for me within 1 week. Last Friday, I went and bought this stuff. I've been using it for a week and 2 days, and it has went down. It's almost completely gone. The only thing that's left is like little hard, crusty like bump. I don't know. It's little tiny. You can't even barely see it unless you're up close. But yeah, so let me tell you what I did. So stuff that actually really does work for me, and it will work, but you have to be able to stand the smell of it, because it is kind of strong, but it is natural and all that good stuff. So what you need to get is some tea tree oil. This is tea tree oil, and I just folded it over for I could like see how much I was using, but here I'll show you in a minute. So it's just tea tree oil. Come on now, get it together. Okay, so just get some tea tree oil. I got this from my local Walmart, and it's like $5, $6, something like that. But it really works, and it's a natural oil, but it's really strong. So that's why a lot of people don't use it, or they start to use it and they don't continue using it, because it is really strong. But so tea tree oil works. And you do not want to use tea tree oil as a cleaner. Do not do that. Only use tea tree oil as a like a keloid like shrinker. I don't know what to call it. But don't use it as a cleaner. So what you want to do to clean your nose or any type of piercing, wash your hands. Make sure your hands are washed. Do not touch your piercing with dirty hands at all. Then what I'll do is you can either start off with contact lens solution. So I got sterile multi-purpose contact lens solution. So you want to use this, and you just put it on your Q-tip, clean the inside and the outside of your piercing twice a day. I wouldn't do it no more than 3 times a day. Just don't do it no more than 3 times, but 1 in the morning, 1 at night. Then what you want to do is get you some sea salt. All natural sea salt. Do not get iodized sea salt. If you get iodized sea salt, it's not going to work. So what you need is some contact solution, iodized sea salt, tea tree oil, and you need a little container of water. So I have a little bit of water in this container right here, and you want to heat it up for like 25 to 30 seconds. Then you want to put sea salt, all natural sea salt. Like I'm going to put like, I don't know, a lot, because I like a lot. So now you have your sea salt, and let me get the Q-tip and I'll be right back. So now that you have your sea salt in there, I put a lot. So I don't know how much to tell you. I just put it to like the whole bottom is like completely covered and all that good stuff. So now I'm going to mix it up. Make sure that it's really nice and warm, that the salt melts, but not too hot that it burns your skin. And then I'm going to take it, and I'm just going to clean the outside of the piercing really good, and then I'm going to get the other end, clean the inside of the piercing really, really, really good. Then, what you want to do is, now that you got your sea salt still in here, you want to take a little bit of a paper towel. I'm going to fold it in half. I'm just going to dip it in this warm sea salt soak solution, and then drain a little bit of the water off. And then you just want to set it on top of your piercing. Leave it on there for about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how long you want to leave it on there. And just let it soak the piercing. And it's running down my face. So just let it soak the piercing, let it get it all clean and stuff. Sea salt solution water, it's going in my mouth, actually will help clean the piercing, because salt will like kill bacteria and all this stuff. But anyway, so yeah, so just let it soak on the piercing for like 5 to 10 minutes twice a day. And then when you get done with that, so I'm not going to leave it on there that long, but when you get done with it, you want to take it off, let it air dry. So the salt is like drying on your nose, and it's like drying it out. Then after it dries, you want to take a little bit of tea tree oil, and I'm going to show you. It is strong, but I can handle it because I actually like the smell. And you want to dip, I don't know, 1, 2, 3 to 4 drops of tea tree oil inside the lid. Let me get another Q-tip. And then you just want to dip Q-tip inside the tea tree oil, get it really good and coated, and make sure that your nose piercing is dry from the sea salt. And you just want to stick tea tree oil all over the outside and the inside. But only stick it on the inside of your piercing if you have a nose piercing, if you have a keloid on the inside. If you only have a keloid on the outside, only stick the tea tree oil on the outside. On top of the keloid, nowhere else. So just make sure it's on top of the keloid. Make sure it's good and saturated. You don't need a lot. See, I only have like 4 drops. But if it's on the inside too, make sure it's good and saturated on the inside also. Then you're just going to let that dry, and you're going to do that for at least twice a day until the keloid goes away. But yeah, so I did not use the contact lens solution this time because I had just cleaned my nose like before I done this video. But yeah, so what you want to do, I'm going to walk you through step again. So what you want to do to clean your piercing is you want to go in with some multi-purpose contact solution, sterile, and then you want to get a Q-tip, just pour some on a Q-tip, clean the outside, clean the inside, and all that good stuff. Then you want to do your sea salt soaks. So clean it with the Q-tip with the sea salt, then let it set on there. So make sure it's like warm, because you want warm water. So then let the little tissue paper with sea salt soak on it for about 5 to 10 minutes, twice a day. After it dries, you want to take some tea tree oil, like, I don't know, this is the size I got. Came from Walmart and it's like $5 or $6. So then you just want to put it on the outside of the keloid. If you have one on the inside, put it on the inside of the keloid for twice a day until the keloid goes away. So it's been about a week for my keloid, and I'm going to show you a picture of what my keloid looked like a week ago, or a week and 2 days ago. So I don't know if you can see, but that's what the keloid looked like. It was a huge, huge, huge bump. And I will have it on the thumbnail of this video also. But now this is what it looks like now that it has went away, almost completely went away. See, it's really, really, really tiny now. But that's only in a week. So this tea tree oil really, really, really does shrink keloids, and it helps them go away. So just make sure that you're cleaning your hands before you're touching any piercings. Make sure you're using sea salt, non-iodized sea salt, warm water. Do sea salt soaks at least twice a day. You can use contact lens solution also with it. So you're like sterilizing it, and then you're like double sterilizing it with salt. And then after it dries, you just want to use some tea tree oil to cure keloids. Tea tree oil is only to cure keloids, not to heal piercings. It will not heal piercings. It only heals keloids. So if you get a keloid, do not panic. Even though I did, because it looks ugly. And yes, it does look ugly, but just deal with it. Do not take your piercing out unless you do not want a piercing no more. But I would please, please, please leave your piercing in. Just let it heal. Let the tea tree oil do its job. Do it twice a day, 3 times a day. I've done it 2 to 3 times a day with the tea tree oil. Just depends on if you can handle the smell or not. But it's been a week and 2 days, and my keloid has shrunk down like 97%. It's almost completely gone. So in a few more days it should be completely gone. But yeah, so it really does work. If you can handle the smell, that's what you use to cure keloid. But yeah, so just make sure you get some sea salt, non-iodized sea salt. This is Mediterranean sea salt fine from Walmart, and it's only 99 cents. So that's really cheap. And this is like $5 a bottle. But you don't need this. If you want to use it, use it. It works fine. So but I use both of them, and then I use tea tree oil, and it really works. But do not twist piercings. Do not turn piercings. Let it heal. And yeah, so that's how I have almost completely healed my keloid. It's like 97% gone. It's barely even there. You can't see it unless you're really up close. But yeah, so hope y'all guys enjoyed this video. Hope y'all learned something. Hope you learn how to like cure a keloid, or how to clean or take care of your piercings. So if you have any questions, please ask me in the comments down below. If you want to know anything, please ask me. Please let me know. If you want to see another video, let me know. So yeah, so thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all guys in the next video. Alright, hope you have a great day. Alright, bye everyone.